I forgot to record. And then we've also got the wonderful, the gorgeous. If you want to know about being a product of the product and a retail queen, Boss Babe Nolu, are you there?
I'm here. Hello, everyone.
Fantastic. Wait, where's our other lovely? Oh, we've lost our other host. Where's Reginah? But I am so excited. I hope everybody's ready. You're not missing this one. She's even got her 5 and 5 pin going on. Yes. I'm not even going to take any more time because you are here. Yes. You are here to school us on how you've made a killing being a product of the product. A director in this business, you've just totally smashed it out. 1,000 degrees of hotness. I'm going to hand over to you. Woo!
Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for giving me this platform. It's always great to talk to other women and gentlemen. And I want to share, I prepared 4 slides, a presentation, because I really believe that it would be criminal for me not to share the befores and afters of my pictures for my weight loss. So let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Nolu Tutani. I'm full-time employed. I'm a business coach by profession. I'm a single mom. And I've been in the business coaching industry for over 10 years. And I've been with TLC for a year and a half. And I must say, I never thought that I would ever say this in my entire life, that, you know what, my fatness gave me wealth. Being fat actually helped me. I know that sounds strange. Everyone that's overweight, they're thinking that, you know what, I'm overweight, it's the end of me. But mine actually gave me a lot of value. As much as the journey was hard, but the rewards were absolutely phenomenal. So just to share a bit about my story, I'm gonna share my slides here. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm gonna share my slides. Let me see how do I do this. Okay, I'm not sure if everyone can see this. Everyone can? Okay, so before I even go on, I feel that I just need to go back a little bit and just reflect on how I started this journey with TLC. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would run a business in the health and wellness space. Because how my journey started with TLC, it was during the time when I was trying to lose weight. I was actually halfway through my journey. That's when Gina came to me and told me about these fantastic products. At the time, I was like, Gina, I'm not interested in selling anything. Just tell me about this tea of yours. You say it's going to make me lose weight. When she mentioned cholesterol, it can help me with my cholesterol, that's when she got me. The reason why I started losing weight 2 years ago, I was 28 kgs heavier. At the age of 34, I went for my vitality check. You know that vitality check where they tell you that come in and do your test, you'll get points for you to upgrade your membership, you'll be a gold member or something like that. I went there running, but the news that I got was not what I expected at the time. You know when a nurse looks at you with this ghost face saying that, how old are you? I said, 34. She said, oh my God, I've never seen such high cholesterol in my entire history of being a nurse. I was like, okay. At the time, I didn't even know what high cholesterol was. She told me that my cholesterol was 9.3. I don't know how many of you know about cholesterol, but the normal levels of cholesterol, it needs to be around 4.5. Mine was 9.3, double the amount. And I was like, okay, so what do I do? I knew about cholesterol a little. I knew that it had something to do about fat in the blood, But when I went home, I started Googling to find out what is this cholesterol. When I saw people saying that you can have a heart attack, you can have a stroke, and all of that, that's when it really dawned on me that I really needed to change my life, do something. To cut a long story short, that day I decided, we always say that we want to make a change, we want to lose weight, but we never do it. And then when someone asks you that, when are you starting? You say Monday. And then Monday you're having a fat cake. They ask you again, when are you starting? You say, next Monday. So that day I was really faced with the reality that I'm a single mom. My daughter depends on me. My family relies on me. So I could not afford to mess it up. I just had to really make the change. That's when I decided that enough was enough. I'm going to do this the hard way and the right way. The TLC products work. They've really helped me tremendously. Halfway through my journey, that's when I met Gina, and I was quite frustrated when she told me about the tea. I was like, I should have started with the tea, because at that time I'd already lost about 16 kgs, but I had reached what we call a plateau. I was eating well, exercising, but my weight wasn't just moving as much. It moved for the first 3 months, then it went stop. And my cholesterol wasn't even great either. It was still the same. That's when I got introduced to ISOT, and that's when I started using the TLC products. I wasn't a business owner first. I was a customer first. Then I started seeing changes in my body. I started losing more weight. Then I thought that, okay, I think that I'm onto something. That's when I started being interested in weight loss. And that's my before and after. That's me on the left. I know it looks like my auntie. But that's my before and after. And I must say that after losing 28 kgs, when I really reflect and look back, when I think about when I started using the tea, you know what? The last 12 kgs that I lost are an absolute blur. I can't even tell you how I lost the weight. All I can tell you is that I had the tea and I continued doing everything right. That's how I really started believing in the products. I fell in love with the products first before the business. That's when I decided that, you know what, I'm going to join this business. I realized that I'm going to make money in it. But I came from a background thinking that, you know what, for me as a business coach, for me, a business is a business that's in a fancy building. It's a business that has a proper CEO and employees, and it's a business that has a business plan, a strategy, and all of those fancy terms we like using. For me, that's what I thought was a business. Network marketing, it still is a real business, but it was one of those where I thought that it's something that you do in your spare time. And when I joined the business, I started doing that. But then when people started seeing the change in me, that's when I knew that I really needed to tackle this as a real business. And I still can't believe that being fat made me wealth. It gave me some money and extra income. We all know that when we're employed, being employed, it's not going to give you everything that you want. You always want more. You always want to do better. Then TLC gave me that platform. And just like in any other business, the business has its ups and downs. And some of the products, I'm hoping that some of our customers are here, or some of our future business owners. My main products that I used was NRG, and it was also the tea. I've got the instant in my hand, it's the tea. So I really believe in the products. Everyone that sees me, they call me the tea lady. Nolu, you and your tea, you and your golden tea. But I started really embracing the name tea lady. And I think I made it fancy. I made it look cool. So going back, when we first started with Gina, she coached me. I knew nothing about network marketing. For me, I wasn't a salesperson. I've always thought that I'm not a salesperson and I'm not going to sell anything. Boy, was I wrong. Because when I started doing TLC, I started recruiting people, which I thought was the hardest thing to do. But for me, when I started the business, I really started on a high. I recruited a lot of business partners. But you know that in working with other people, it comes with responsibility. And now leadership kicks in. and you're working within a network and a platform of other people, you're starting to learn something new that you don't know. I thought that I knew everything about starting a business and running a business. Boy, I always tell the entrepreneurs that I coach that if you really want to see if you can run a business, start a network marketing business. That will show you flames. It will school you. It will humble you. That's really what happened to me when I started with the business. I wasn't really knowledgeable about the industry, but I think that over time, I've really gained more knowledge. I really have more experience, and I found my niche in the business. My niche is really retail. As much as I still do the networking part, but for me, retail has been the biggest thing. So the slide that I've got up now, you know, when you're running a business, we normally think that a network marketing business is a hobby. And we think that the business is about recruiting people and selling products. Yes, it is about selling products that work. However, when you're running a business, you need to take it seriously. That's when, after a year, my brand started changing. This is the type of business that will expose you to different types of people and different thinking. Because I was doing it just running, selling the tea from my booth and stuff like that, doing all the things that I had advised people against, but I was doing it. Then I decided to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to run this as a proper business. That's when I started seeing the change in my business, in the TLC business. So a business comes with responsibilities, and there's lots of lessons. And when we first started, I remember that we were just selling, recruiting. But then I realized that, you know what, I actually needed to formalize my business. My business, it's registered. I know with network marketing, a lot of people don't take registering a business or having a name for it is important. I registered my business. Then what I did was I opened a business banking account. I stopped taking my money and just chowing it. You know, someone pays you in cash and then you just take it and you buy more stock, or you take it, you pay for petrol, you pay for snacks, you pay for this. I started really being diligent and banking all my money in the bank account. That's when we are able to see if this business is really moving forward or it's standing in one place. I know some of you think that, nah, I am not going to bank any money for selling tea. I can tell you that for any business, if you really want someone to take you seriously, you really need to take yourself seriously. I issue invoices. With all the sales that I make, I issue my clients with an invoice that has all my details, that has all the facts about the products that I sell. I really take it seriously. And also when it comes to branding, you know, when you start in the network marketing industry, you do a lot of things. When I started, I would post tea on my profile. I would post all these things. People would be tagging me and all of that. I had to really sit down and do a real cleanup. I really had to do a cleanup. I really need to look at my brand, who I am and who I stand for. And I can assure you that the TLC business is not the only business that you'll ever run or that you'll ever start. This business opened doors for me. It opened the way I think, how I see things. I've got various other businesses that I'm running with other business partners within TLC that have nothing to do with TLC. But the value that I've gotten is how to harness the network that I've built over years, and how to really get value from others and how to build. And the business has had its challenges. It did come with me losing friends, because when you're in the TLC business, everyone knows that when you're in this business, you associate with people that have the same mindset, that want to make the same amount of money that you want to make. And some of the friends fall through the cracks because you no longer have a common vision. You're no longer talking about money and all of these things. Then they fall through the cracks and you move on with your business partners. So this business has built really valuable relationships for me, and it's helped me start other businesses. And I can tell you that for 2019, my plan is that I'm working myself out of my job. That's what I'm doing. I'm building the business slowly. And going to retail, how retail has really transformed my business, and it's added more value to my life and to my bank account. I really started working on my social media. I started cleaning it up. I started having the right amount of friends on social media. I started joining other groups. I started taking my transformation seriously. I even invested in a photo shoot. You invest in things. You invest in a company logo. You invest in all of those things. I know in the beginning when you start, that's really not important. You just want to go on and on and on and on. But when you're running a real business, remember that the TLC business is building a platform for you to start other businesses. And it's also going to give you access to money that you can use to build the business that you really want to start. So having a track record on the business is a good idea. Having your company registered, having a business account, having a credit record and a history is important, because in no time you'll want to start another business and you need funding. Maybe this business won't generate enough money for you to create the fund that you need to start your next dream. So you need to start building a record. Compliance is important. I know that as network marketers, we feel that SARS is not important. They know, they see our bank accounts. They know that we're getting more money than what we used to get. So starting to track that, looking at your books, having an accountant. I know these things sound like, no, it's nothing that I will do. But remember here, you're building a giant. You're building a business that will grow over time. You're building a business that will make you millions. So you need to start recording all of the history so that you can actually go back and say, this is the value that I've created. Go to the bank. Hopefully you never have to go to the bank. You build the money from this business. But those are some of the important things. And for me, branding is really key. Remember that people buy you. People believe in you. When people started stopping me and saying, I think I saw your picture somewhere on Facebook and stuff like that, that's when I was like, okay, I think that I'm onto something. And a lot of people that buy my products, they buy my products because they go to my profile. You know, most times people post pictures of before and afters, and they think that, okay, maybe this person Googled these pictures, they took them off from somewhere. It's always great for people to go back to your website and see your journey before you lost weight and all of that. So record everything that you do and brand yourself in a way that if you were to stop TLC at any point, you would actually move with your brand. You would actually be your brand. So it's quite important what messages you put out there. Just on the slide, I talk about consciousness, that consciousness is the best form of leadership. What I mean about being conscious, what I'm saying is you need to be present. You need to be present in everything that you do. You need to be present in the relationships that you're building. You need to be conscious as a leader. Most of the time, I know that in network marketing, it gets so frustrating because it was you running the business, but now you've got business partners. And I know that most of us that come from corporate backgrounds, we start thinking that we can manage people. And we start reacting instead of creating. And normally we react to certain things. We react because a business partner did not do their smartship. We react to everything we read on social media. We react when a business partner has moved to another network marketing company and go on a rampage sometimes on social media. But for me, I feel that true reflection is all about really being conscious and learning to stop yourself. Even when you are itching to say something, learning to stop yourself. Because remember, our platform where we operate from, we're on social media, we are everywhere. Everything that you say is recorded and it will be on your social media forever, even if you delete it. So it's always best that you take time, you reflect, you remain conscious. And remaining conscious as a leader is going through all the pitfalls, going through all the troubles, going through, we know that businesses go like this, especially network marketing. When it launches in a country, it goes like this. Then it goes like, it starts declining because we all know that competition comes to South Africa. people launch in South Africa, another company will see that there's growth and potential in South Africa, they come. So what we need to start doing is to learn the pattern of our business and being conscious of that there will be people that come and go. Business partners will move. Remember, we said that we're in business. If we're in business, we're saying that the business has to make money. So if your business partner, it no longer makes financial sense for them to be in the business, let them go. It no longer makes financial sense for them. And we need to stop putting more money in a business that doesn't work. And this is not even about the TLC business, the T business. It's about any other business. Once a business is failing, you try to revive it whichever way you try. But if a business, is time for you to shut it down and move on, it's time to shut it down and move on. And if your business partner decides to do that, let them be. Network marketing is like any other business. The pattern is different. The language is different. But everything is all about money. We all want to make money. And things have to make business sense. Compliance will get you everywhere. Just like I mentioned before, saying that registering a business, you may start it for the T, but you may want to grow with other business partners and start other things. And also emotions. Emotions are not for the weak. We are emotional beings. We go through different phases in our lives. And I know that network marketing is the toughest in that it can test you as a leader. But we always need to reflect and not take things too emotionally and understand that business is business. I know that it's hard to hear. And I know that with some of you think that, but network marketing is quite different. No, a CEO needs to know when they need to resign. A CEO needs to know when it's time to close shop. A CEO needs to know when it's time to pull the right team and move on. Find the right people. The TLC products work, they've worked for me immensely. And the journey that I've been able to start and the business that I've been able to start, I wouldn't have done it if I had not joined TLC. And my weight loss, I don't think that I would have reached the goals that I had reached if it was not for TLC. And I maintain my weight because I can't say I'm the product of the product if I don't look like it. Yeah. I think that's it from me. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Wow. First lady, Nolu.
First ladies. First ladies that are making money, eh? Not first ladies for just for show.
Yeah. Oh, wow, Nolu. Thank you so much for your inspiring story. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies, I've been trying connection issues on my side. Telcom, please don't try me tonight. It shouldn't. And compliments of the new year, 2018. 2019 is indeed starting on a high-grade note. I am so Women's Wednesday. We're saying winning because we are winning women, isn't it? And thank you so much, Felicity, for holding it down on a weekly basis to host on this platform, giving us the opportunity to share our story. We really, really appreciate it. So I think my partner in crime, Noluthando, she has shared a lot about some of the stuff I wanted to discuss about branding. I think most people have noticed that we share similar branding when coming to on our social media. Tonight, I just want to share a little bit about my story. I think inspire and add value to some of the people or some of the audience in the house on their business. So my entrepreneurial journey has not been easy. In actual fact, I'm not a special case, but I really believe that entrepreneurship actually is one of the most rewarding things that you can do. So my journey of trials has a lot of errors, has a lot of failures. But I believe those challenges are the ones that they're actually the lessons that are going to groom me to be the successful businesswoman that I aspire and the leader that I aspire to be. So I think before I get the track record of my thought, I just want, let me properly introduce myself. I think Felicity did. I don't know if she did because I got cut off. My name is Reginah Mosetlha, and I'm a boss mom, I'm a boss wife, I'm a boss lady, and above all, I aspire to build an empire and taking along with like-minded women and build a tribe of like-minded women along. So
We can see you.
hi. Okay, there is no sound. I don't know if I should continue. So as I was saying, I'm inspiring to build an empire and taking along like-minded women, tribe of women. So my entrepreneurial journey actually started about 3-4 years ago, if I remember correctly. After 11 years of being in corporate, I decided to take a leap of faith in 2015, and I said bye-bye to the 9-to-5 life. But something that I would like you to take note of is that, you know, this so-called boss gents, boss ladies, it sounds all fancy, it sounds all nice and all that, but I think what we forget or what we fail to understand, or we don't get, we feel pressurized actually to such an extent, especially via social media, to live our secured income and to be our own boss. There is nothing wrong. Let me just reiterate that. There is nothing wrong with being your own boss, with writing your own check, but you must remember the risk involved. When you do that, so advice for the likes of getting to that right now, while I was still, I just want to stress that point, that don't feel pressurized when you see the so-called boss ladies, the boss gents out there, well, the social media portraying that we're making all those millions, that if there isn't actually the right time for you to start your business, there isn't actually the right time for you to leave your corporate, your job, your secured income. Just make note that don't leave because of pressure, because it's not an easy journey. So yeah, I hope everyone has noted that point. So when I left or running is like of being just running a struggling business. So and another thing that I think I've learned during my journey and still learning is that it's very, very, very important for you to get a mentor, to get a coach. It can be a business coach, it can be a life coach, but get yourself a coach. And one of the things that I think that one of the mistakes, I'm going to talk about a lot of failures and mistakes in my call, because I believe Nolu has covered a lot of stuff about branding. As I shared, we share similar branding in terms of strategy and all that. But I'm going to talk about things that we don't hear often when you start the business, which are failures, which are challenges that we are faced with. Yeah. So when I started the business, obviously I went along with I won't say the pressure, because the eager and the hunger of running my own business was there. But what I lacked was a mentor. Is that I needed to have someone who can mentor me. And when I say mentor, don't just, I believe when you get a mentor, that mentor has to bring more value than what you actually are doing in that business. Life experience is very, very important. You get often people that make money, especially in network marketing business. Even in any other business, whether you're in tenderpreneur or you're in network marketing business, you make your first 5 million and you decide that you're going to move to Sentinel or Hyde Park. All that money is gone within a year. So getting that mentor that come with wisdom, because no matter what, you cannot buy wisdom. So when you are shopping around or looking for a mentor, please note that of that age. Because I know sometimes I would want someone or maybe like Nolu or one of my friends to be the mentor, because I see that they maybe at that time that they're doing well, but forgetting that we are in the same journey in terms of life experience. So I wanted you guys to share with you that is one of the mistakes when I left corporate and I thought that I would be happening, that I forgot to get myself a mentor. And most of the time we are not taught in school that those are the things that we need to get, whether it's a life mentor or it's a business or life coach. So it's actually very, very important to know that or get a mentor. So through my journey of business discovery, I came across or I was introduced to network marketing business. I had never done network marketing business. So in 2017, in January, I was introduced to this amazing company called Total Life Changes. Honestly, when I joined, all I saw was dollars, was money. And that's what I understood. And I saw like I never ran before. And that will bring to my next point of diversifying and expansion of your business portfolio. When do you know that is the right time for you to diversify? When do you know that this is the right time for you to expand your business? Because sometimes you come across good opportunity. Like I mentioned that when I joined Total Life Changing in 2017, I had other businesses going on. I was so excited and everything, and it was the right business opportunity at the right time. But remember, like I said, when you want to expand and putting more on what you already have, it can, whether it's a good business at the right time, it can actually bring risk into your current business, because now your focus is split, because we tend to take more than what we can handle. Like when you have a basket of eggs, those eggs haven't hatched yet you want to put more eggs. So now you're risking to break all the eggs and you end up not even getting one single chicken. So
these nuggets are so amazing, but we're running out of time on this call. Who would like us to continue these amazing nuggets with Boss Babe Reginah next week? I think we have to do that. I mean, come on. How are people supposed to learn if we cut it now and we've got less than a minute on this call? What we're going to do next week, we are going to have Boss Babe Reginah start off the call with all these amazing business nuggets, and then we'll partner her with another lady boss who can finish up that call. Are we happy? Are we happy? Yes. I'm seeing it in the chats. Fantastic. All right. I'm totally excited about that, because we want to hear everything Boss Babe Reginah, you know, has to say, because you've got knowledge. You've got knowledge and wisdom, and it would be a disservice to us if we didn't hear and talk about diversifying, you know, our investments. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you tonight. It's been, wow, like, you guys,